make this make sense. The United Kingdom have said there is no room for anti-Semitism in this country. But check this out. Jewish man arrested after his Star of David antagonized protesters. Okay.
You wearing
necklace on it, right?
Yeah.
Star of David.
I think he set out his position in his statement that he was there as a legal observer. I think that's the concern.
That is what saying.
Yes.
But I've obviously got to investigate an allegation, and these are the questions that I'm putting to him to either prove your involvement or non-involvement in the allegation. Okay?
His Star of David was antagonizing protesters. They looked at him, they saw the Star of David, and the Star of David came and was threatening them. The Star of David was antagonizing them. Oh wow, I've heard it all.
What necklace are you wearing?
Necklace on it, right?
Yeah.
Star of David.
Because the officer details this in their statement.
What, that I've got a Star of David?
Yeah.
So?
They felt that the actions that I've just mentioned about going up close proximity to the pro-Palestinian protesters.
Can I speak to my lawyer for a second?
Of course you can.
Able to...
Yeah, I mean, I'm concerned about this question about the Star of David.
Why are you concerned?
Well, I think I'll have a private consultation and we'll set out my concerns.
Okay. The time is 02:09 and I'm pausing the interview. My line of questioning, first and foremost, is not to offend, it's not to discriminate. I want to have that on record. I'm not asking that question to cause you any offence. However, if we'd have proceeded with my line of questioning, the officers have noted in their statements that they believed that because the Star of David was out and present to people which may take either offence to the presence of it, they felt that that was antagonising the situation further.
Okay, well, I'm going to say I think that's, with respect, appalling and shows a complete lack of ignorance on behalf of those officers.
Okay. Because
if they were familiar with the fact that IJAM were organising the protests, then they would recognise that how could a Moghim Dovid cause offence, notwithstanding the fact that, you know, we shouldn't be in a situation where people can't walk around wearing a sign of their religion. It's not like so I do have a great deal of concerns with the officer's response and the line of questioning, but I've recorded it on tape.
So, to that point, I myself, and I believe for the Metropolitan Police Service as well, I don't believe that anyone has acted with a view to cause anyone an offence.
Are you serious? Are you serious? So some people are not allowed to practice their religion. They're not allowed to wear any symbols of their religion. It's like arresting someone for walking around with a cross, you know, with a cross on his neck, or arresting someone walking around with his chest piece, you know, a chest piece. I think that's what they call it. You know, the Muslim thing that they count like that. It's like just seeing someone with it and arrest them. Why? Antagonizing the public.
However, we're not talking about wearing a Star of David. I don't know what you're referring to, a Moghim Dovid?
Yeah, sorry, a Star of David.
Star of David, I haven't heard that.
Apologise.
We're not talking about walking around with a Star of David chain on his neck in a open forum in public generally. We're talking about a very niche environment where tensions are high, where two sides are coming together, have adverse opinions, adverse views. That, I think we can't open it up to say anyone can't walk around wearing what they want to wear. We're not talking about human rights in terms of where what he's wearing in a public forum. We're talking about a hostile environment where pro-Palestinian protesters.
Did you hear what he said? He admitted that it was a hostile environment. He said it with his own mouth, with his own words. He knows and he acknowledged that it is a hostile environment and the police are lacking, they are slacking in their duties. They are incompetent. They can't handle it. They cannot control it. No, they cannot. So, what do? They harass the people that they can harass. They need to just admit that. Wow.
Star of David, I haven't heard that. We're not talking about walking around with the Star of David chain on his neck in a open forum in public generally. We're talking about a very niche environment where tensions are high, where two sides are coming together, have adverse opinions, adverse views. That, I think, we can't open it up to say anyone can't walk around wearing what they want to wear. We're not talking about human rights in terms of where what he's wearing in a public forum. We're talking about a hostile environment where pro-Palestinian protesters are obviously objecting to what is happening in Israel and Gaza.
Okay,
That's what I want to say on that, and I don't want this to become a political debate in an interview.
I appreciate that.
It already is.
So, as to my last point that I made to you, the officers have written in their statements about the presence of of your necklace. Do you see how that could be an antagonistic emblem or sign, however you want to phrase it, to people in that environment?
I advise you not to answer the question.
I have nothing further to add.
I would put it to you that you have been present at this protest, knowing full well the conditions imposed by Commander these were imposed on the 29th of the 8th, 2025 at 15:25. You've sought advice from Gold Commander or the inspector on the ground. You've been made aware of these conditions. You're well aware of these conditions that are in place. I put it to you that you were well aware that your presence to a certain sector of that protest was going to antagonise it.
Is that a question?
It's a speech. I advise you not to answer it.
Well, I'm putting it to you. Like, what have you got to say?
I have nothing further to add.
I put it to you that you've knowingly breached those conditions by going between the two protest areas. You've been warned by officers multiple times to stop.
Being Jewish.
You've still been acting in the way that you wished.
Just tell him to stop being Jewish. Tell him we do not want you to be Jewish. We want you to be ashamed of who you are. We want you to be ashamed of what you believe in. Just say it as it is. It's okay. If that's what you think, say it. Say it. Okay? Say it. Because this does not make sense at all. All right? This is unfair. All right, to anyone, whoever it is, it's unfair to anyone. It's unfair to a Christian. It's unfair to a Jewish person. It's unfair to a Muslim. It's unfair to a Sikh. It's unfair to a Buddhist that you have something of your faith walking around and you feel unsafe to have it. All right, we're talking about a basic right for everybody, and right now the police officers are antagonizing him. All right, antagonizing him and singling him out for being boldly Jewish. Allow him to be Jewish. I'm not Jewish. But do not come out with a false pretense of saying everyone is free, to have their faith. Don't come out saying in the UK there's freedom of religion, but then some people are being targeted. All right, if you target one person, you target everyone, because that's how it starts. It starts with one, then you marginalize the next ones, the next ones, the next ones. If you know what's happening, that's it. The UK is gone. All right. I mean, the UK is almost gone, and at this point, the people are fed up. This It's ridiculous. Absolutely.